Self.
I'm Damien Mathis out of Fayetteville, North Carolina. I'm an artist and sculptor and an art historian.
What are you presenting at the fair?
I'm presenting historic artwork. I'm presenting portraits of artists that we need to know about. That's going to shape why we need to know about them and just generally, I guess, art.
Who are some of the artists that we need to that who are some of the people within this artwork that we need to know? Just from the name off the top.
I'll say artists like Arnie Bars, Aaron Douglas, Kara Walker, Charles McGee, which a lot of people don't know about. We lost him a couple years in Detroit. Me, Judy Bowman, because she can't really award so she got Detroit as well. Of course, Mr. Frank Frazier. Um, and all the wonderful artists that's in here are represented. Um, it's the artists who understand like the art, those, and I feel like that's where I'm at in life right now. I understand what I'm doing. Shit is tight. Well, they one online.
What is most amazing your work right now?
Add the historical context. I would say the what's alive. I say the belief that it happened because a lot of artists paint truth, even when there's not truth in the world. I feel like that's why I call myself an art historian now because that's the only thing that I've studied that has direct truth in it. With pictures, words, understanding, sometimes imagination or memory. So it's just one of those things where you see it and you just gotta
You have to tell you. Yeah, you have to express it. You have to tell. Absolutely.
and even ever sit here now, he's up here talking about cop. That's crazy. Simply because I always believe since all the younger kid that black people are scared of fire. Even though we wear it every day, even though whatever, you would never see a black person in the field, even working on their own food, let alone picking cotton or whatever case may be, or even loading it. The only reason I'm comfortable with it because I was raised by my grandparents and they told me the history behind that cotton. So it's like it doesn't scare me and it doesn't have me where I'm confused about it. It's just more so like it's still real and happened. I can physically see it. Like even though it's in another form, when you see something in a raw form, that's where you kind of like connect the dots. Like you can feel it. You can. Like my grandma used to tell me about like how they have it feel after they got done, and I'm like, it didn't click until I got older, and I was like, dang, my grandma still living, and she was telling me stuff like that. And when you older, you kind of see the timeline of things that everything won't get long ago,
No.
and it's still here.
No.
Well, yeah, it's just a lot. I'm just glad I came down here to show face, seeing y'all. Um, every time I see y'all, people or whatever, it's like for a reminder that it's like, all right, this is why Frank clicked this together. This is why we're here. This I meet these curators and so forth because we all have that common ground on what we should be doing, directing each other, helping each other, um, talking in a way where we uplift each other. And then one of the newer artists here, he was like, I never been somewhere where there wasn't any competition. I was just like, I see, but it's like when you got family, it shouldn't be no competition. You should be understanding, and that's
I
it.
agree with you there. I agree with you there. I have one more question for you, Heath. What do you want people to understand about your work in this moment?
I want them to understand that I'm taking all this time to do this work because I feel like these people are important enough that they change the course of history, understanding our backgrounds, art understanding, look as to codes. It's just another, it's just an art is another way to read it. Give me that time. So it's in real time. I want people to understand that I'm painting these artists because you see a lot of hard work, but we don't get to dig into the artist on how they even got into that background, why they did it, how they did it. It mean um, I just want people to just simplify that. It's not that complicated. You see art, you should understand it. You should teach your kids. You should pass it on to the next generation. You should preserve it in a good way. And that's what they're talking about now. Collective artwork. This our history isn't erased. In real time, that's another reason why I'm sticking to it, because I really did not think we would be backtracking to the point that they're taking everything out of context, off schools,
Yes.
the whole nine, even to the point that people are getting in trouble for teaching. So it's one of those, y'all can do that for textbooks, you ain't gonna touch nobody artwork. So
No, and that is the importance of the digital archive. Is there having like because it's an opportunity to hear from the artist. Skin and now, it's an opportunity to hear about what the artist feels about next company. That to do his work, his thoughts, lyrics, and actually see this and hearing is something that cannot be erased. It cannot be damaged. And it's something that we search the out control. So no one can put this archive on a shelf deciding that it needs to just sit here like this, that it's be seen in person. This archive is something that's going to live, is going to breathe, and it's going to be accessed. We say it is accessed. It's going to be used in class for, it's going to be items. It's going to be teaching things. It's going to be larger teaching. This is the archive. This archive that is called artists that we're going to be collecting as many African American artists as we need to put into this archive. Anywhere from Dallas to New York to California, on up to the farthest reaches in Florida or wherever. But we are trying to establish a United States-based. We want to hear from you. You want to know what's going on, because this is where the fight is happening right now. It's happening to us. It's not happening above our heads. It's happening to us right here. And as artists, we are the most important front line in what is going on, especially based right factually. What you said out can't be reached with words. Just separate. So that is what to always live as out the truth time. If we live again, so our grandchildren, our great grandchildren, and far beyond, like hieroglyphics did to us, what did for us.
I will say something. Even though I've been showing and fading and meeting other artists, we still ain't touched the craft gap on it. We ain't even touched it. Ain't even touched the understanding of it and so forth. And me, I don't like saying this out loud, but I have to. But a lot of people I know, being through it might be, we're considered crackbacks. I don't know why, don't know the contents or whatever, but I just see, like, I see the timeline of, like, the people who were affected by it. Like, I didn't understand what was going on until I got older. And by that time, I lost family members. The damage was done already, and it's one of those, as an artist, is like, oh, here I am again. I have to reiterate what we just went through in a way that we can understand. So that two other artists out there, that epidemic, as we went through, if kids or if you're older or however so, we need to express it before it happens again, which it already is.
Well, hold that point, because that goes into my next question, and that's a really great point that you're raising, because my next question was going to be, how has community shaped the way you may for share your work? Which goes right into that question. So from that, how are you shaping your work to kind of touch on that subject? Well, are you or have you done anything in your artwork to kind of touch on that subject?
Well, with my series, our Broken Frame series, I did that because we're broken people. I did that because we have broken homes, broken stories, broken lives, broken truths. It's just a lot that ain't fixed. So I feel like it went perfectly with that for it to become itself. It's becoming its own entity of just that intensity of interest. Like if getting people interested in it because they're seeing something new. He's not nothing bad. So they're interested. They want to be a part of it. And I feel like That's where the fun in it being an artist. Like I didn't come out here to really sell. I came out here for y'all. Like, I came out here for the camaraderie and the family and so forth. Like it's like that's what keeps me going. I can make money. Always, G. The family, the checking the voting, but making sure we good, we're all getting older and so forth. That's what keeps me going. Because I'm part of the dynamics that is literally growing as we go. Like it's literally showing as we go. Literally being proficient in exactly what it needs to do. So